Welcome to Hotel English. In this course, you'll learn the most important hotel vocabulary, expressions, and real-life conversations used by travelers around the world.
The hotel entrance is the main area where guests arrive and enter a hotel. It is usually the first part of the hotel experience and creates the first impression for visitors. You may also hear people call it the main entrance, front entrance, or hotel arrival area. Let's look at some examples. We arrived at the hotel entrance. The doorman welcomed us. The guest carried his luggage inside. Our taxi stopped in front of the hotel. Now let's practice some useful questions. Is this the main entrance? Where can I unload my luggage? Is there a doorman? Where is the reception desk? Here is a useful travel tip. Before entering the hotel, make sure your passport, reservation confirmation, and important travel documents are easy to access. You will likely need them during check-in. We are now standing at the entrance of a beautiful hotel. The journey through the airport is behind us. A new journey inside the hotel is about to begin. In our next lesson, we will meet the bellhop, the hotel employee who helps guests with their luggage. In the previous lesson, we arrived at the hotel entrance after leaving the airport. The taxi stopped, the doors opened, and we stepped into the welcoming atmosphere of a beautiful hotel. As we enter, we notice that we are carrying several suitcases and travel bags. Fortunately, someone is ready to help. This person is called a bellhop. A bellhop is a hotel employee who assists guests with their luggage and helps them navigate the hotel. You may also hear people call this employee a porter, bellboy, or luggage attendant. Let's look at some examples. The bellhop carried our luggage. He showed us the way to the reception desk. The porter placed our bags on a cart. The bellhop helped us reach our room. Now let's practice some useful questions. Can you help with my luggage? Where is the reception desk? Could you take these bags to my room? Do I need to tip the bellhop? Here is a useful travel tip. In many hotels around the world, guests give a small tip to the bellhop as a thank you for carrying luggage and providing assistance. As the bellhop pushes our luggage cart through the hotel, we begin to see the heart of the building ahead. Comfortable chairs, elegant decorations, and a large reception area come into view. We are now approaching one of the most important places in every hotel. In our next lesson, we will enter the hotel lobby, where guests gather, wait, relax, and begin the check-in process. In the previous lesson, the bellhop helped us with our luggage and guided us into the hotel. As we follow him through the entrance, we arrive at a large and beautiful space. Comfortable sofas are arranged around the room. Guests are sitting and relaxing. Some travelers are waiting for check-in, while others are speaking with hotel staff. This area is called the hotel lobby. A hotel lobby is the main public area of a hotel where guests arrive, wait, relax, and access hotel services. You may also hear it called the reception area, main hall, entrance hall, or guest lounge. Let's look at some examples. We waited in the hotel lobby. The lobby was spacious and elegant. Guests relaxed in the seating area. The reception desk was located in the lobby. Now let's practice some useful questions. Where is the reception desk? Can I wait in the lobby? Where is the elevator? Is there a concierge in the lobby? Here's a useful travel tip. The hotel lobby is more than just an entrance area. It is often the information center of the hotel. Guests can learn about transportation, local attractions, restaurants, and hotel services here. As we look around the lobby, we notice an important counter ahead. Travelers are presenting passports, confirming reservations, and receiving room keys. This is where every hotel stay officially begins. In our next lesson, we will visit the reception desk and begin the hotel check-in process. In the previous lesson, we entered the hotel lobby and took a look around one of the most important public areas in the hotel. We saw guests relaxing, waiting, and speaking with hotel staff. As we continue walking through the lobby, we arrive at a large counter where travelers are checking in and asking questions. This area is called the reception desk. The reception desk is the main service counter in a hotel where guests check in, check out, receive information, and request assistance. You may also hear it called the front desk, hotel reception, guest services desk, or reception counter. Let's look at some examples.
I checked in at the reception desk. The receptionist helped me with my reservation.
Guests can ask questions at the front desk. The reception desk is open 24 hours a day. Now let's practice some useful questions. Where is the reception desk? I'd like to check in. Can you help me with my reservation? What time is checkout? Here is a useful travel tip. Whenever you need information about hotel services, transportation, dining hours, or local attractions, the reception desk is usually the best place to ask. Now we are standing at the reception desk, ready to begin the check-in process. The receptionist smiles and asks for our booking information. This brings us to the next important step of every hotel stay. In our next lesson, we will learn about reservations and discover how hotel bookings are confirmed and managed. In the previous lesson, we arrived at the reception desk and prepared to begin the check-in process. The receptionist welcomed us and asked how they could help. Then came one of the most common questions in any hotel. Do you have a reservation? A reservation is an arrangement made in advance to book a hotel room for a future stay. You may also hear people use the words booking, hotel booking, room reservation, or advance booking. Let's look at some examples. I have a reservation under the name Johnson. Can you confirm my booking? My reservation is for 3 nights. I made the reservation online. Now let's practice some useful questions. I have a reservation. What should I do next? Can you find my booking? Could you confirm my reservation? Is breakfast included in my reservation? Here's a useful travel tip. Always keep your reservation confirmation available on your phone or printed on paper. It can make the check-in process much faster and easier. Once the receptionist finds our reservation in the hotel system, they need to verify who we are. This is a standard security procedure used in hotels around the world. The receptionist politely asks for a passport or another official document. In our next lesson, we will learn about identification and discover how hotels verify a guest's identity before providing a room key. In the previous lesson, we confirmed our reservation at the reception desk. The receptionist found our booking in the hotel system and verified the details of our stay. Everything looks correct. But before the check-in process can continue, there is one more important step. The hotel needs to confirm who we are. This process is called identification. Identification is the process of proving your identity by presenting an official document such as a passport or ID card. You may also hear it called ID verification, identity check, guest verification, or identity confirmation. Let's look at some examples. May I see your passport, please? The receptionist verified my identity. I showed my ID card at check-in. Hotels require identification for registration. Now let's practice some useful questions. Do you need my passport? Is my driver's license acceptable? Why do you need identification? Can I use a digital copy of my ID? Here is a useful travel tip. Many hotels around the world are legally required to verify the identity of every guest. Keeping your passport or identification document ready can make check-in much faster. Now our reservation has been confirmed and our identity has been verified. The receptionist enters the final details into the system. There is only one important step remaining before we receive our room key: payment. In our next lesson, we will learn about payment and discover the vocabulary used when paying for a hotel stay. In the previous lesson, we completed the identification process. The receptionist checked our passport, verified our identity, and entered our information into the hotel system. Everything is now ready for check-in. There is just one important step before we receive our room key: payment. Payment is the process of paying for your hotel stay, deposits, and any additional hotel services. You may also hear terms such as transaction, billing, hotel payment, or settlement. Let's look at some examples. I paid with a credit card. The hotel requires a security deposit. Would you like a receipt? Payment will be processed at checkout. Now let's practice some useful questions. Do you accept credit cards? Is a deposit required? Can I pay in cash? Will I receive a receipt? Here's a useful travel tip. Many hotels place a temporary security deposit on your card during check-in. This is a common practice and is usually released after checkout if there are no additional charges. Now our reservation has been confirmed, our identity has been verified, and payment has been arranged. The receptionist smiles and reaches for something behind the desk. At last, we are about to receive access to our room. In our next lesson, we will learn about the room key card, one of the most important items every hotel guest receives. In the previous lesson, we completed the payment process. Our reservation was confirmed, our identity was verified, and all check-in formalities were completed. Now the receptionist smiles and hands us a small electronic card. This card is one of the most important items during our stay. It is called a room key card. A room key card is an electronic card that allows guests to enter their room and access certain hotel facilities. You may also hear it called a key card, electronic room key, hotel access card, or room access card. Let's look at some examples. Here is your room key card. The key card opens room 1208. Please keep your key card with you. The elevator requires a key card. Now let's practice some useful questions. Which room number is assigned to me? How do I use the key card? What should I do if I lose my key card? Does the card work for the elevator? Here is a useful travel tip. Modern hotels often use electronic key cards instead of traditional metal keys. To avoid problems, keep your card away from strong magnets and store it safely when not in use. At last, everything is ready. The receptionist points toward the elevators. The bellhop takes our luggage. We now have our room number and our key card. Our stay is officially beginning. In our next lesson, we will walk to the elevator and continue our journey toward the guest room. In the previous lesson, we received our room key card and officially completed the check-in process. Now we know our room number and we are ready to go upstairs. The receptionist points toward a set of elegant doors near the lobby. The bellhop takes our luggage and walks in the same direction. These doors lead to the elevator. An elevator is a machine that carries guests and luggage between different floors of a hotel. You may also hear it called a lift, passenger elevator, or guest lift. Let's look at some examples. The elevator is near the lobby. Our room is on the 12th floor. Please press the button for floor 12. The elevator requires a key card. Now let's practice some useful questions. Where is the elevator? Which floor is my room on? How do I use the key card in the elevator? Is there another elevator nearby? Here is a useful travel tip. Many hotels use key card access inside elevators. Guests must scan their room key card before selecting their floor. This helps improve security and protects guest privacy. The elevator doors close softly. The floor numbers begin to change. 1 floor, 2 floors, 3 floors. We are getting closer to our room. Soon the elevator will stop, the doors will open, and we will step into a long hotel corridor. In our next lesson, we will learn about the hotel corridor and continue our journey to the guest room. In the previous lesson, we used the elevator to travel from the lobby to our floor. The elevator doors opened, and we stepped out with our luggage. Now we find ourselves in a long, quiet area lined with guest rooms. This area is called the hotel corridor. A hotel corridor is a hallway that connects guest rooms and other hotel facilities on the same floor. You may also hear it called a hallway, passageway, hotel hall, or guest corridor. Let's look at some examples. Our room is at the end of the corridor. Please turn left in the hallway. The corridor was quiet and clean. We walked down the corridor to our room. Now let's practice some useful questions. Which direction is room 1208? Is my room near the elevator? How far is the room from here? Which corridor should I take? Here is a useful travel tip. Large hotels often have long hallways and multiple wings. Paying attention to room numbers and directional signs can save time and prevent confusion. As we continue walking through the corridor, we finally see our room number ahead. The bellhop stops beside a door and smiles. This is our room. There is only one thing left to do before entering. We need to unlock the door. In our next lesson, we will learn about the room door and discover the vocabulary used when entering a hotel room for the first time. In the previous lesson, we stepped out of the elevator and walked through the hotel corridor. We followed the room numbers, past elegant doors, and finally arrived at our destination. The bellhop stopped in front of a door marked 1208. "This is your room," he said. "Now there is only one thing left to do. We need to open the room door." A room door is the entrance to a hotel guest room and is usually protected by an electronic lock that works with a key card. You may also hear it called a guest room door, hotel room entrance, or room entrance. Let's look at some examples. I unlocked the room door with my key card. The room number was displayed on the door. Please make sure the door is locked. The handle is on the right side. Now let's practice some useful questions. How do I unlock the door? Is the door automatically locked? What should I do if the key card doesn't work? Can I request a new key card? Here's a useful travel tip. Whenever you leave your room, make sure the door closes completely behind you. A properly locked door helps keep your belongings safe during your stay. The green light flashes. The lock clicks. The door slowly opens. For the first time, we can see inside our hotel room. A comfortable bed, soft lighting, and a welcoming atmosphere are waiting for us. In our next lesson, we will enter the hotel room and explore the most important vocabulary inside a guest room. In the previous lesson, we arrived at our room door. We used the key card, unlocked the electronic lock, and finally opened the door. Now we can step inside. Welcome to the hotel room. A hotel room is a private space where guests stay, sleep, relax, and keep their belongings during their visit. You may also hear it called a guest room, accommodation, hotel suite, or private room. Let's look at some examples. Our hotel room is very comfortable. The room has a beautiful city view. We spent 3 nights in this room. The hotel room includes free Wi-Fi. Now, let's practice some useful questions. What amenities are included in the room? Does the room have a city view? Is breakfast included? How many guests can stay in this room? Here is a useful travel tip. When you enter a hotel room for the first time, take a moment to locate emergency information, room facilities, and important instructions provided by the hotel. As we look around the room, one object immediately catches our attention. It is the most important piece of furniture in any hotel room. After a long journey, it is exactly what every traveler wants to see: a comfortable bed. In our next lesson, we will learn about the bed and discover the vocabulary related to sleep, comfort, pillows, blankets, and relaxation. In the previous lesson, we entered our hotel room for the first time. We looked around, placed our luggage inside, and began exploring our temporary home. One thing immediately caught our attention. Right in the center of the room was a large, comfortable bed. A bed is a piece of furniture used for sleeping and resting. It is usually the most important item in a hotel room because every traveler needs a good night's sleep. You may hear terms such as hotel bed, guest bed, sleeping bed, or king-size bed. Let's look at some examples. The bed is very comfortable. I slept well last night. The pillows are soft. The hotel provides extra blankets. Now let's practice some useful questions. Can I have an extra pillow? Do you have extra blankets? Is this a king-size bed? Can I request a different mattress? Here is a useful travel tip. Most hotels are happy to provide additional pillows, blankets, or bedding if you ask. Don't hesitate to contact housekeeping or the front desk if you need extra comfort. After sitting on the bed and relaxing for a moment, we decide to look around the room more carefully. Across from the bed, a large window catches our attention. Beyond the glass, we can see the city lights shining in the distance. In our next lesson, we will learn about the window view and discover vocabulary used to describe what we see outside our hotel room. In the previous lesson, we entered our hotel room and relaxed on the comfortable bed after a long journey. The pillows were soft, the room was quiet, and everything felt welcoming. As we stand up and look around, something catches our attention. A large window stretches from floor to ceiling. We slowly open the curtains. Outside, a beautiful view appears before us. This is called the window view. A window view is the scenery or landscape that can be seen through the window of a hotel room. You may also hear people call it a room view, scenic view, outside view, or room outlook. Let's look at some examples. The room has a beautiful city view. We can see the ocean from the window. The skyline looks amazing at night. I requested a room with a balcony. Now let's practice some useful questions. Does the room have an ocean view? Can I get a room with a balcony? Is this a city view room? Which side of the hotel faces the mountains? Here is a useful travel tip. The type of view can significantly affect the price of a hotel room. Many travelers are willing to pay extra for ocean views, mountain views, or impressive city skylines. As we admire the scenery outside, we continue exploring the room. Soon we notice another important part of every hotel room, a place we visit many times every day, the bathroom. In our next lesson, we will learn about the bathroom and discover essential hotel vocabulary related to showers, sinks, mirrors, and daily routines. In the previous lesson, we admired the beautiful window view from our hotel room. We looked at the city skyline, enjoyed the scenery, and explored more of our temporary home. Now we continue discovering the room. After unpacking our luggage, we walk toward another important area, the bathroom. A bathroom is a room that contains facilities for personal hygiene, such as a shower, sink, mirror, and toilet. You may also hear it called a restroom, washroom, private bathroom, or hotel bathroom. Let's look at some examples. The bathroom is spacious and modern. I took a shower after my flight. Fresh towels were provided. The bathroom has a large mirror. Now let's practice some useful questions. Does the room have a bathtub? Where can I find extra towels? Is hot water available all day? Can housekeeping provide more toiletries? Here is a useful travel tip. When you first arrive at your hotel room, take a moment to familiarize yourself with the bathroom. Find the towels, check the shower controls, and locate any complimentary toiletries provided by the hotel. As we look around the bathroom, we notice several small items neatly arranged beside the sink. There is shampoo, there is soap, there is body lotion, and there are other personal care products. In our next lesson, we will learn about toiletries and discover the vocabulary used for these essential bathroom items. In the previous lesson, we explored the bathroom and became familiar with the shower, towels, mirror, and other important facilities. As we stand in front of the sink, we notice several small items carefully arranged on the counter. There is shampoo, there is soap, there is conditioner, there is body lotion. Together, these items are called toiletries. Toiletries are personal care products provided for hygiene, grooming, and everyday use during a hotel stay. You may also hear them called personal care products, bathroom amenities, hygiene products, or guest amenities. Let's look at some examples. The hotel provides complimentary toiletries. I forgot my toothbrush. The shampoo smelled wonderful. Additional toiletries are available upon request. Now let's practice some useful questions. Are toiletries included in the room? Can I get an extra toothbrush? Do you provide shaving kits? Where can I request more toiletries? Here is a useful travel tip. Many hotels provide complimentary toiletries, but higher-end hotels often offer premium brands and additional personal care items for guests. As we finish exploring the bathroom, we look up and notice something directly in front of us, a large reflective surface above the sink. We use it every morning and every evening. It helps us prepare for the day. In our next lesson, we will learn about the mirror and discover vocabulary related to reflections, appearance, and daily routines. In the previous lesson, we explored the toiletries provided by the hotel. We saw shampoo, soap, conditioner, and other personal care products arranged neatly beside the sink. As we continue looking around the bathroom, our attention moves upward. Right above the sink is a large reflective surface. This is the mirror. A mirror is a reflective surface that allows us to see our appearance. It is commonly found in hotel bathrooms and guest rooms. You may also hear terms such as vanity mirror, bathroom mirror, looking glass, or wall mirror. Let's look at some examples. The bathroom mirror is very large. I looked at my reflection in the mirror. The mirror has built-in lighting. She used the mirror to apply makeup. Now let's practice some useful questions. Is there a magnifying mirror available? Does the mirror have built-in lighting? Where can I find a full-length mirror? Can I request an additional mirror? Here is a useful travel tip. Many luxury hotels provide special magnifying mirrors that help guests with shaving, grooming, and makeup application. As we stand in front of the mirror, we notice another important item directly below it. A place where we wash our hands, brush our teeth, and prepare for the day. The sink. In our next lesson, we will learn about the sink and discover vocabulary related to water, faucets, and everyday bathroom activities. In the previous lesson, we stood in front of the mirror and prepared for the day ahead. The mirror helped us check our appearance, shave, apply makeup, and complete our morning routine. As we look down, we notice another important part of the bathroom. Directly beneath the mirror is the sink. A sink is a basin used for washing hands, brushing teeth, shaving, and other personal hygiene activities. You may also hear it called a wash basin, bathroom sink, hand basin, or vanity sink. Let's look at some examples. I washed my hands in the sink. The sink has hot and cold water. The faucet is easy to use. Please leave the sink clean. Now let's practice some useful questions. How do I get hot water? Is the water safe to drink? Where is the drain plug? Can housekeeping fix the faucet? Here is a useful travel tip. In some destinations, tap water may not be suitable for drinking. If you are unsure, ask the hotel staff or use bottled water. As we finish using the sink, our attention moves to another feature of the bathroom. Some hotel bathrooms have only a shower. Others offer something larger and more relaxing, a bathtub. In our next lesson, we will learn about the bathtub and discover vocabulary related to relaxation, bathing, and comfort. In the previous lesson, we explored the sink and learned vocabulary related to washing hands, brushing teeth, and daily hygiene routines. The sink is one of the most frequently used features in any hotel bathroom. As we continue exploring the room, we notice another feature nearby. It is larger than the sink and designed for comfort and relaxation. This is the bathtub. A bathtub is a large container that holds water for bathing and relaxation. You may also hear it called a bath, soaking tub, hotel tub, or luxury bathtub. Let's look at some examples. The room has a large bathtub. I took a relaxing bath after dinner. The bathtub is filled with warm water. Luxury suites often include oversized bathtubs. Now let's practice some useful questions. Does the room have a bathtub? How do I fill the bathtub? Is hot water available all day? Can I request bath salts? Here is a useful travel tip. Many luxury hotels offer bath amenities such as bubble bath products and bath salts. These small details can make your stay more comfortable and enjoyable. After enjoying the bathtub, we continue looking around the bathroom. There is still one essential fixture that every hotel bathroom includes. It may not be luxurious, but it is certainly important. The toilet. In our next lesson, we will learn about the toilet and discover useful hotel vocabulary related to restroom facilities and hygiene. In the previous lesson, we explored the bathtub and learned vocabulary related to relaxation, warm water, and luxury hotel amenities. After enjoying a relaxing bath, we continue exploring the bathroom. There is one more important fixture that every hotel bathroom includes: the toilet. A toilet is a sanitary fixture used for personal hygiene and waste disposal. It is an essential facility in every hotel bathroom. You may also hear terms such as lavatory, water closet, WC, or hotel toilet. Let's look at some examples. The toilet is located beside the sink. Please flush the toilet after use. The bathroom is cleaned daily. Extra toilet paper is available upon request. Now let's practice some useful questions. Where can I find extra toilet paper? How do I flush the toilet? Can housekeeping clean the bathroom? Is there a bidet in the bathroom? Here is a useful travel tip. Bathroom facilities differ from country to country. Some hotels provide bidets, smart toilets, and advanced hygiene systems that may be new to some travelers. Now we have explored almost every part of the bathroom. We step back into the main room and look around again. The temperature feels perfect. Cool in summer, warm in winter. This comfort comes from another important hotel feature. In our next lesson, we will learn about air conditioning and discover vocabulary related to temperature, climate control, and guest comfort. In the previous lesson, we completed our exploration of the hotel bathroom. We learned about the toilet and the facilities that help guests maintain comfort and hygiene during their stay. Now we step back into the main room. The room feels fresh. The temperature is perfect. Not too warm, not too cold. This comfort comes from an important hotel feature called air conditioning. Air conditioning is a system that controls temperature, humidity, and airflow inside a room. Its purpose is to keep guests comfortable, regardless of the weather outside. You may also hear it called AC, climate control, cooling system, or HVAC system. Let's look at some examples. The air conditioning is working perfectly. Can you lower the temperature? The room feels cool and comfortable. I adjusted the thermostat to 22 degrees. Now let's practice some useful questions. How do I control the air conditioning? Can I increase the temperature? Is the AC working properly? Where is the thermostat? Here is a useful travel tip. Most people sleep better in a cool room. Adjusting the temperature before bedtime can improve your sleep quality and help you feel refreshed the next morning. As we enjoy the comfortable temperature, we look around the room once more. Across from the bed, mounted on the wall, we notice another familiar hotel feature, a television. In our next lesson, we will learn about the television and discover useful vocabulary related to entertainment, channels, remote controls, and guest services. In the previous lesson, we learned about air conditioning and discovered how hotels keep rooms comfortable throughout the year. After adjusting the temperature, we sat on the bed and finally had a chance to relax. As we look across the room, we notice a large screen mounted on the wall. This is the television. A television is an electronic device that provides entertainment, news, movies, sports, and information for hotel guests. You may also hear it called a TV, smart TV, hotel television, or entertainment screen. Let's look at some examples. The television is mounted on the wall. I watched the news before dinner. The hotel offers international channels. The remote control is on the desk. Now let's practice some useful questions. How do I turn on the television? What channels are available? Does the TV have streaming services? Where is the remote control? Here is a useful travel tip. Many hotels now provide smart televisions with streaming services. If you sign into your personal accounts, remember to sign out before you leave the hotel. After watching television for a while, we become a little thirsty. Perhaps we would like a cold drink or maybe a small snack. Fortunately, most hotel rooms provide a convenient solution, a small refrigerator filled with drinks and refreshments. In our next lesson, we will learn about the minibar and discover useful hotel vocabulary related to beverages, snacks, and room charges. In the previous lesson, we relaxed on the bed and watched television after a long day. We explored channels, movies, news, and entertainment available in the hotel room. After some time, we begin to feel a little thirsty. Maybe we want a cold drink. Maybe we would like a small snack. Fortunately, many hotel rooms provide a convenient option, the minibar. A minibar is a small refrigerator that contains drinks, snacks, and refreshments for guests. You may also hear it called a hotel mini fridge, refreshment bar, or in-room minibar. Let's look at some examples. The minibar is stocked with drinks and snacks. I took a bottle of water from the minibar. Items from the minibar will be charged to your room. The chocolate bar was delicious. Now let's practice some useful questions. Are minibar items free? How much does this beverage cost? Can the minibar be restocked? Is bottled water complimentary? Here's a useful travel tip. Many travelers are surprised when they discover minibar charges on their final bill. Before opening any item, take a quick look at the price list provided by the hotel. After choosing a drink, we notice another useful item nearby, a machine that helps us start the morning. It fills the room with the smell of fresh coffee. In our next lesson, we will learn about the coffee maker and discover useful vocabulary related to coffee, tea, breakfast, and morning routines. In the previous lesson, we opened the minibar and explored the drinks and snacks available in the room. A bottle of water, a soft drink, or a small snack can be perfect after a long day. But now a new day is beginning. Morning sunlight enters through the window. The city is slowly waking up, and many travelers start their day with one thing: a cup of coffee. This is where the coffee maker becomes important. A coffee maker is a machine used to prepare coffee, tea, and other hot beverages inside a hotel room. You may also hear it called a coffee machine, tea maker, brewing machine, or in-room beverage station. Let's look at some examples. The room includes a coffee maker. I made a cup of coffee this morning. Complimentary coffee is provided. The machine also dispenses hot water for tea. Now let's practice some useful questions. Is coffee complimentary? How do I use the coffee maker? Can I get more coffee capsules? Is tea available in the room? Here's a useful travel tip. Before ordering expensive drinks from room service, check the beverage station in your room. Many hotels provide complimentary coffee, tea, sugar, and creamers for guests. The aroma of fresh coffee fills the room. We sit near the window and enjoy the morning. But there is one more thing almost every traveler checks before beginning the day: their internet connection. Can they send emails, join a meeting, message family and friends? In our next lesson, we will learn about Wi-Fi and discover essential hotel vocabulary related to internet access and connectivity. In the previous lesson, we prepared a fresh cup of coffee and enjoyed a peaceful morning in our hotel room. The aroma of coffee filled the air, and the day was just beginning. Now it is time to connect with the world. Perhaps we want to check our email. Maybe we need to attend an online meeting, or perhaps we simply want to message friends and family. For all of these activities, we need Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a wireless network that allows hotel guests to connect their devices to the internet. You may also hear it called wireless internet, internet access, wireless network, or hotel internet. Let's look at some examples. The hotel offers free Wi-Fi. I connected my laptop to the network. The Wi-Fi signal is very strong. Could you tell me the password? Now let's practice some useful questions. What is the Wi-Fi password? Is internet access free? Why is the connection slow? Can I connect multiple devices? Here is a useful travel tip. Always make sure you are connecting to the hotel's official network. Public Wi-Fi networks can sometimes be unsafe, so avoid sharing sensitive information unless you trust the connection. With our laptop connected and our messages sent, we are ready to enjoy the rest of our stay. But after a busy morning, we may not want to leave the room for lunch or dinner. Fortunately, hotels provide a convenient service that brings food directly to the guest room. In our next lesson, we will learn about room service and discover useful vocabulary related to ordering food, drinks, and hotel services. In the previous lesson, we connected our devices to the hotel Wi-Fi and stayed connected with the world. We checked emails, sent messages, and planned the rest of our day. After a busy morning, we begin to feel hungry. Perhaps we do not want to leave the room. Maybe we are tired after a long journey. Or perhaps we simply want to enjoy a quiet meal in private. This is where room service becomes useful. Room service is a hotel service that delivers food, drinks, and other requested items directly to a guest's room. You may also hear it called in-room dining, hotel dining service, or guest dining service. Let's look at some examples. I ordered breakfast through room service. The food arrived in 20 minutes. Room service is available 24 hours a day. The meal was delivered to my room. Now let's practice some useful questions. May I see the room service menu? How long will the delivery take? Is there a service charge? Can I order vegetarian meals? Here is a useful travel tip. Room service is extremely convenient, but it is often more expensive than dining in the hotel restaurant. Always check whether taxes and service charges are included in the final price. A few minutes later, someone knocks on the door. The food arrives. We enjoy our meal and continue relaxing. But eventually we leave the room for a while. When we return, something interesting has happened. The bed is perfectly made. Fresh towels have appeared. and the room looks spotless. In our next lesson, we will learn about housekeeping and discover vocabulary related to cleaning, maintenance, and guest comfort. In the previous lesson, we ordered food through room service and enjoyed a delicious meal without leaving our room. After breakfast, we left the hotel room to explore the city and enjoy the day. Several hours later, we returned. As we opened the door, something immediately caught our attention. The room looked perfect. The bed was neatly made. Fresh towels had been placed in the bathroom. Everything was clean and organized. This work is done by housekeeping. Housekeeping is the hotel department responsible for cleaning, organizing, and maintaining guest rooms and public areas. You may also hear it called room cleaning service, cleaning staff, or housekeeping department. Let's look at some examples. Housekeeping cleaned my room this morning. Fresh towels were delivered. The bed was neatly made. I requested additional housekeeping service. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time does housekeeping arrive? Can I request extra towels? Could housekeeping clean my room now? How can I request laundry service? Here is a useful travel tip. If you prefer privacy, place the Do Not Disturb sign on your door. This lets hotel staff know that you do not wish to be interrupted. As we admire the clean room, we notice something hanging on the outside door handle. A small sign. Sometimes it says, "Please clean room," and sometimes it says, "Do Not Disturb." In our next lesson, we will learn about the Do Not Disturb sign and discover important hotel vocabulary related to privacy and guest preferences. In the previous lesson, we learned about housekeeping and discovered how hotel staff keep rooms clean, organized, and comfortable. When we returned to our room, everything looked fresh and spotless, but sometimes guests want privacy. Perhaps they are sleeping, maybe they are working, or perhaps they simply do not want to be interrupted. For these situations, hotels provide a simple but very important sign, the Do Not Disturb sign. Do Not Disturb is a message placed on the hotel room door to tell staff that the guest does not wish to be interrupted. You may also hear it called a privacy sign, guest privacy notice, or room privacy tag. Let's look at some examples. I placed the Do Not Disturb sign on the door. Housekeeping did not enter the room. Please respect the guest's privacy. The sign remained on the door all morning. Now let's practice some useful questions. Where can I find the Do Not Disturb sign? Can housekeeping return later? How long can I keep the sign on the door? Will room service still be delivered? Here is a useful travel tip. If you need uninterrupted rest, concentration, or privacy, use the Do Not Disturb sign. It is one of the easiest ways to communicate your preferences to hotel staff. After enjoying some quiet time in the room, we eventually become hungry again. This time, instead of ordering food to the room, we decide to go downstairs. The restaurant is busy. Guests are selecting food from a long table filled with delicious options. In our next lesson, we will learn about the breakfast buffet and discover useful hotel vocabulary related to dining, food stations, and self-service meals. In the previous lesson, we learned about the Do Not Disturb sign and discovered how hotel guests can enjoy privacy and avoid interruptions. After a relaxing morning, we decide to leave our room and head downstairs. As the elevator doors open, we smell fresh coffee and warm bread. The hotel restaurant is full of activity. Guests are walking around with plates, choosing their favorite foods from long tables filled with delicious options. This is the breakfast buffet. A breakfast buffet is a self-service meal where guests can choose from a variety of foods and beverages. You may also hear it called a buffet breakfast, self-service breakfast, or hotel breakfast buffet. Let's look at some examples. The hotel offers a complimentary breakfast buffet. Guests can choose from many different dishes. Fresh fruit is available every morning. The buffet opens at 6:30. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time does the breakfast buffet open? Is breakfast included in my reservation? Are vegetarian options available? Where can I find coffee and juice? Here is a useful travel tip. Breakfast buffets are often busiest shortly before they close. Arriving early gives you more choices and a more relaxed dining experience. As we finish breakfast, we feel energized and ready to enjoy the hotel's facilities. Some guests head to the swimming pool. Others visit the fitness center. And some prefer a relaxing spa treatment. In our next lesson, we will learn about the swimming pool and discover vocabulary related to recreation, relaxation, and hotel leisure facilities. In the previous lesson, we visited the breakfast buffet and enjoyed a variety of delicious foods and beverages. After a satisfying breakfast, we feel energized and ready to explore more of the hotel. As we walk through the lobby and follow the signs, we arrive at one of the most popular facilities in the entire hotel: the swimming pool. A swimming pool is a recreational facility where guests can swim, relax, exercise, and enjoy their leisure time. You may also hear it called a pool, hotel pool, outdoor pool, or indoor pool. Let's look at some examples. The hotel has a beautiful swimming pool. Guests can relax by the poolside. Fresh towels are available near the pool. The outdoor pool is open until 10 p.m. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time does the pool open? Are pool towels provided? Is there a lifeguard on duty? Is the pool heated? Here is a useful travel tip. Before entering the pool, always check the hotel's safety guidelines and operating hours. Some facilities may require specific swimwear or have age restrictions. The water looks inviting. Some guests are swimming. Others are relaxing under the sun. But nearby, we notice another popular facility, a place where guests exercise, stay active, and maintain their fitness routines while traveling. In our next lesson, we will learn about the fitness center and discover useful vocabulary related to exercise, health, and wellness. In the previous lesson, we visited the swimming pool and enjoyed one of the most relaxing facilities in the hotel. Some guests spent their time swimming. Others relaxed by the poolside under the sun. As we continue exploring the hotel, we notice another popular facility nearby. This one is designed not for relaxation, but for fitness and health. The fitness center. A fitness center is a hotel facility equipped with exercise machines and workout equipment. It allows guests to continue their fitness routines while traveling. You may also hear it called a hotel gym, fitness gym, exercise room, or workout center. Let's look at some examples. The fitness center is open 24 hours. I worked out before breakfast. The gym has modern equipment. Guests can use the treadmill free of charge. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time does the fitness center open? Is the gym open 24 hours? Are towels provided? Do you offer personal training sessions? Here's a useful travel tip. Maintaining your exercise routine while traveling can help reduce jet lag, improve energy levels, and make your trip more enjoyable. After finishing our workout, we feel energized. But now our muscles need relaxation. Fortunately, the hotel offers another wellness facility nearby. A quiet place filled with soft music, warm aromas, and professional treatments. In our next lesson, we will learn about the spa and discover vocabulary related to relaxation, massage, wellness, and luxury hotel experiences. In the previous lesson, we visited the fitness center and learned vocabulary related to exercise, health, and physical activity. After a good workout, our muscles feel tired. Our body needs rest. As we continue exploring the hotel, we discover another wellness facility nearby. The spa. Soft music fills the air. The lighting is warm and relaxing. The atmosphere immediately makes us feel calm. A spa is a wellness facility that offers treatments designed to help guests relax and feel refreshed. These services may include massages, facials, body treatments, saunas, and other wellness experiences. You may also hear it called a wellness center, health spa, relaxation center, or luxury spa. Let's look at some examples. I booked a massage at the spa. The spa offers several wellness treatments. Guests can enjoy the sauna after their treatment. The spa atmosphere is very relaxing. Now let's practice some useful questions. What spa treatments are available? How much does a massage cost? Do I need a reservation? Is the sauna included? Here's a useful travel tip. Spa appointments can fill quickly, especially at luxury resorts. Booking in advance helps ensure you get the treatment and time you prefer. After enjoying a relaxing massage, we feel completely refreshed. Now we are ready to explore the city outside the hotel. But before leaving, we need some local information. Perhaps we need restaurant recommendations. Maybe we want tickets for an attraction, or transportation around the city. Fortunately, the hotel has someone whose job is to help guests with exactly these needs. In our next lesson, we will learn about the concierge and discover vocabulary related to travel assistance, local recommendations, reservations, and guest services. In the previous lesson, we visited the spa and enjoyed one of the most relaxing experiences available in a luxury hotel. After feeling refreshed and energized, we decide it is time to explore the city outside. But before we leave, we have a few questions. Where can we find the best local restaurant? Which attractions are worth visiting? How can we book a city tour? Fortunately, hotels have a professional whose job is to help with exactly these things. The concierge. A concierge is a hotel staff member who assists guests with reservations, transportation, tickets, tours, recommendations, and special requests. You may also hear terms such as guest services desk, travel assistant, or guest relations specialist. Let's look at some examples. The concierge recommended an excellent restaurant. I asked the concierge to book a taxi. The concierge arranged a city tour. Guests can request local information at the concierge desk. Now let's practice some useful questions. Can you recommend a good restaurant? Can you help me book a tour? Where can I buy tickets? Could you arrange transportation to the airport? Here is a useful travel tip. Experienced concierges often know the city better than travel websites. Their recommendations can save time, improve your trip, and help you discover hidden local gems. After receiving some excellent recommendations, we are ready to leave the hotel and begin exploring. The concierge asks an important question. Would you like me to call a taxi? In our next lesson, we will learn about taxi service and discover useful vocabulary related to transportation, destinations, fares, and travel around the city. In the previous lesson, we met the concierge and learned how hotel staff can help guests with recommendations, reservations, tickets, and transportation. After receiving helpful advice, we are ready to leave the hotel and explore the city. Perhaps we want to visit a famous attraction. Maybe we have a business meeting. Or perhaps we simply want to enjoy sightseeing. To get there, we need transportation. One of the most common options is taxi service. Taxi service helps hotel guests travel safely and conveniently from one location to another. You may also hear it called a taxi, cab service, hotel transportation, or private car service. Let's look at some examples. The concierge called a taxi for me. The driver arrived within 5 minutes. How much is the fare to the airport? The taxi took us directly to the museum. Now let's practice some useful questions. Could you call a taxi for me? How much is the fare? How long will the ride take? Can I pay by credit card? Here is a useful travel tip. Before entering a taxi, confirm your destination and ask about the approximate fare. This can help avoid misunderstandings and make your trip smoother. Soon the taxi arrives. The driver loads our luggage. We enjoy the city and return to the hotel later in the day. As we arrive at the entrance, another hotel employee immediately steps forward and offers assistance with our bags. In our next lesson, we will learn about bell service and discover vocabulary related to luggage, assistance, arrivals, and departures. In the previous lesson, we learned about taxi service and discovered useful vocabulary related to transportation, drivers, destinations, and fares. After spending a wonderful day exploring the city, our taxi arrives back at the hotel. As we step out of the vehicle, a friendly hotel employee approaches us. He smiles and offers to help with our luggage. This service is called bell service. Bell service helps guests transport luggage during arrival, departure, and room changes. You may also hear it called bellhop service, porter service, or luggage assistance. Let's look at some examples. The bellhop carried our luggage to the room. Bell service is available at the main entrance. The porter helped with my suitcases. We requested luggage assistance before checkout. Now let's practice some useful questions. Could someone help me with my luggage? Is Bell service available now? Can my bags be stored after checkout? Where can I find a luggage cart? Here is a useful travel tip. Many hotels offer complimentary luggage storage before check-in and after checkout. This can be extremely useful if your flight schedule does not match hotel check-in times. The bellhop helps us with our bags and everything is ready. Soon, our stay will come to an end. Tomorrow morning, we will visit the front desk one final time. We will review our bill, return the room key, and complete the departure process. In our next lesson, we will learn about checkout and discover essential vocabulary related to bills, payments, receipts, and leaving the hotel. In the previous lesson, we learned about Bell service and discovered how hotel staff assist guests with luggage during arrival and departure. Now our stay is coming to an end. Our suitcases are packed. Our room is ready to be vacated. And we head to the front desk one final time. This process is called checkout. Checkout is the procedure guests complete when leaving a hotel. It usually includes returning room keys, reviewing charges, making payments, and receiving a receipt.
You may also hear it called the departure process, final billing, or hotel departure.
Let's look at some examples. I would like to check out, please. Could I have my final bill? The payment has already been processed. Here is your receipt. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time is checkout? Could I get a copy of my invoice? Are there any additional charges? Can I check out later? Here's a useful travel tip. Always review your final bill before leaving the hotel. Taking a few moments to verify charges can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure a smooth departure. The receptionist smiles and hands us the receipt. Everything is complete, but our journey is not over yet. We still need transportation to the airport. Outside the hotel, a vehicle is already waiting for us. In our next lesson, we will learn about airport transfer and discover useful vocabulary related to transportation, departures, and the final stage of a hotel stay. In the previous lesson, we completed the checkout process and officially ended our hotel stay. The bill was reviewed, the payment was completed, and the receipt was safely placed inside our travel documents. Now there is only one step left before reaching the airport. Airport transfer. Airport transfer is a transportation service that takes guests between the hotel and the airport. Many hotels offer this service to make travel easier, safer, and more convenient. You may also hear it called an airport shuttle, hotel transfer, airport transportation, or shuttle service. Let's look at some examples. The hotel arranged an airport transfer. The shuttle will leave at 8 a.m. The driver helped load our luggage. Airport transportation is included in our package. Now let's practice some useful questions. What time does the airport shuttle leave? Is airport transfer included? How long does the trip take? Where should I meet the driver? Here is a useful travel tip. Always leave for the airport earlier than necessary. Traffic delays, long security lines, and unexpected events can affect your schedule. The vehicle leaves the hotel. The city slowly passes by outside the window. Soon we arrive at the airport. We collect our luggage and walk toward the departure terminal. The hotel experience is complete. But before we finish this course, there is one final lesson. A complete review of everything we learned together from the moment we entered the hotel until the moment we left for the airport. In our next lesson, we will complete the final review and celebrate the successful completion of our hotel English vocabulary journey. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the Hotel English Vocabulary course. Together, we followed the complete journey of a hotel guest. We started with a reservation. We arrived at the hotel, we checked in, received our room key, entered our room, and explored every important facility and service a traveler may encounter. We learned vocabulary related to the hotel room, the bathroom, air conditioning, television, the minibar, the coffee maker, and Wi-Fi. We learned how to use room service, communicate with housekeeping, and request privacy with a Do Not Disturb sign. We visited the breakfast buffet, relaxed by the swimming pool, exercised in the fitness center, and enjoyed the spa. We spoke with the concierge, used taxi services, received help from Bell Service, completed checkout, and finally traveled to the airport. This is exactly the vocabulary that real travelers use every day in hotels around the world. Now your learning journey enters its most important stage. Review, practice, repetition. Listen to this lesson several times. Repeat every word aloud. Pause the audio and answer the questions yourself. Record your own voice and compare it with the lesson. Shadow the speaker by repeating immediately after each sentence. Create your own examples using the vocabulary you learned. Do not study the lesson only once. Listen again tomorrow, listen again next week, and continue reviewing until every word becomes natural and automatic. Language learning is not based on memorization alone. It is built through repetition, exposure, and active use. The more you hear these words, the more confidently you will use them in real situations. Thank you for joining this course. In future lessons, we will continue exploring new travel situations, new vocabulary, and more advanced English expressions. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep learning.